Hey guys, in this video I'm going to explain to you how to help students get onto video. The way I look at getting a student onto video is it's like a hostage negotiation. In two ways. The first way is failure is not an option. You cannot let the student not be on video. That is never an option. Just like you can't let the hostages die, you cannot let the student not be on video. It doesn't matter if it's their first class. If they spend their whole first 2 hours trying to get on video, no big deal. We'll just refund them that time and they'll try again next time. Doing class without video is not an option ever for any student under any circumstance whatsoever. So that's the first way it's like a hostage negotiation. The second way that it's like a hostage negotiation is that you need to keep the student talking. And here's how I do that. Here's what you can do. Make sure you ask questions that you know they can answer, and don't give them 55,000 commands that are going to make them overwhelmed and implode. So I start off by asking this question. What kind of computer do you have? I already know the answer. Obviously, they have a Mac. If they didn't have a Mac, they wouldn't be computer literate. But I still ask the question. Eventually, they respond. I say, cool. But after they say Mac. Then, what happens next? I'm going to ask them, what kind of browser do you have? And they're going to tell me, well, they're obviously going to tell me Safari. And I say, do you have Chrome? And they will say either I don't know or yes. If needed, I'll send them the link to get Chrome. That's just google.com/Chrome. If they do have Chrome, I'll ask them, do you know how to open Chrome? Notice I'm not saying open Chrome because A, they might not know how to do it, but I want to kind of build this gradual hostage negotiation yes ladder. Do you know how to open Chrome? The next question is, do you know how to enter a website in Chrome? Or I'll just give them the button. I might just say talkie button. So I'll just say, click this button and tell me what happens. Now, if they're using a Mac, which I mean, there's a 100% chance that they are, there's a good chance that their video is actually not able to work. And let me explain what happens. There, a lot of times, because of Mac's weird security paranoia of internal devices, when one program is using the camera, it often doesn't let that camera go properly. So let's say that you're on FaceTime, it won't let the camera go even hours after you're off FaceTime. And so another app like Google Chrome won't be able to access the camera. So what do you do there? You just tell them that they need to restart. And you don't just tell them they need to restart. Say like, do you know how to restart your computer? And if they say yes, cool. If they say no, then you say, do you know how to turn your computer off? And if they don't, well, we take it from there. The point is we just make sure we're always asking easy questions. And then if they say yes, they know how to do it, then you tell them to do it. It's an interesting thing. If you tell somebody that they don't know how to do something, they'll be like, oh, I don't know how to do it, even if they know. But if you first ask if they know how to do it, and then you ask them to do it, now they've already outed themselves beforehand. All right, so why? There's a few reasons that are going to keep students off computer. Off of video, and it's important to understand these motivations. First, they're teenagers, and a lot of them are super self-conscious, and a student might even have a semi-invisible pimple that might be enough to make them freak out. Whatever their reason is fine, but we still need them to be visible. Just like if you're in class, if you have a pimple, you don't get to just leave class and hide out the whole time. You can just not come to school, that's fine, but people are going to see you. And so while everybody has a right to be self-conscious, they don't have the right to not be on video. They can just be on video and self-conscious at the same time. It's extremely important to make sure that they're on video. But recognize that these are going to be emotional type situations. So when somebody's in these emotional type situations, what we do, just be extra gentle with them. That's all. Don't try to attack them. Don't make them feel like they're being sort of mentally attacked all the time. Just very gently, calmly ask them questions, keep them talking, encourage them. Don't let that conversation break no matter what. Make sure you keep the conversation going. The other reason that sometimes students will pretend like their video is not working is if they're up to something that they shouldn't be. If they have 47 friends over and are having some ridiculous party that they weren't supposed to be having, they don't want that to be on video. Whatever the reason, make sure that you get them on video, and understand this: students will absolutely lie about this. I've had plenty of students that have just found some artificial way to physically cover up their camera. One student even just put a t-shirt on the camera to try to cover up the light to make it look like the camera wasn't working. They will use every level of fakery. Do not let a student continue with class until they're on camera and you can see them on camera, no matter how long that takes, because they will invent every kind of fake, nonsense, not real reasons, and you'll be shocked at how convincing they can be. Once they're 100% sure that you will not let them do class without a camera, it'll take another 2 or 3 minutes for them to get on camera.